Hello, my dear students. Welcome back. Today we will learn about the remaining portion of the cell. Yesterday we discussed about the discovery of the cell, that Robert Hooke in 1665 discovered the cell, and after that there was Anton von Leeuwenhoek who discovered living cell, who discovered living cell. Living cell, that is why he is known as the father of bacteriology. He is the first person who discovered living cell in 1674. In 1831, Robert Brown discovered nucleus of a cell. He observed as a dense body present in the cell. In 1839, Purkinje gave a term, protoplasm, which means first formed fluid. In 1838 and 1839, two scientists came, Schleiden and Schwann. They gave cell theory. One was the botanist and another was the zoologist. One said that all plants are formed of cells, and another said that all animals are formed of cells. But there was a big question mark, that from where does the cells came? Where does the cells came? In 1855, it was Virchow who gave the answer to this question, that the cells arise from the pre-existing cells. And these 2 points, or rather 3 points, they gave, or from these points, cell theory was explained. What does the cell theory say? Cell theory says that all the plants are formed of cells, all the animals are formed of cells, and the cells arise from the pre-existing cells, which means the cells get reproduce. They reproduce on their own. It was the major point regarding the cell theory. Then the cell theory, this was about the cell theory. There are many more points about the cell theory. You can read them on your own. This was the discovery about some major points regarding the cell. Now we will take the variation in cells. How the cells vary in their shape, in their shape, in their size, shape, size, variation in cells, shape, size, number, nature. There are many variation in the cells. If we take the first point, shape of the cells. The shape of cells vary. Some cells are branched like your nerve cell. Some cells are oval like your blood cells. Fiber like cells, some cells are fiber like, or you can say elongated cells. These are muscle cells, or you can say muscle fibers. This was the shape of cells. The shape of cells vary in different types of organisms, or in particular living organ, or you can say, if you look the different types of cells in your body, there are different types of cells: nerve cells, blood cells, muscle cells, bone cells. And if we talk about the size of the cells, usually the cells, they are very small in size. That is why they are very difficult to see or to be seen with the naked eyes. Usually if we talk about the bacterial cells, they are usually in micrometers. All the cells are usually in micrometers. What do you mean by the micrometer? Micrometer means 10 raised power minus 6 meter. 10 raised power minus 6 meter. The size of the cells range, or they are present in micrometer range. Some cells are very big, like the ostrich egg, and some cells are 100 micrometers, usually in plant cells. Bacterial cell size are usually 0.2 to 0.5 micrometers. These are bacterial cells, and that is why the size of the cells also vary. Number. If we talk about the number of the cells in unicellular organism, that means only single cell. Multicellular organisms, multicellular, or that means having millions and billions of cells. In case of multicellular organisms. And nature of the cell, that means the cells can be prokaryotic or eukaryotic. This is the nature of the cell. Prokaryotic cells, they don't have nucleus, or they have false nucleus. That is known as nucleoid. Eukaryotes have true nucleus. And prokaryotes, they don't have cell organelles absent. Cell organelles